Suppose I hand you rupees 500 right now. Would you spend it to go watch a movie or order food online and chill at home? This decision reveals a lot about economics. I asked four people the same question, and every answer revealed different microeconomic concepts. Here, I'm giving each person rupees 500 but with a catch. They only get two options to choose from. Why two? Because economics begins with a simple truth scarcity. Our resources, money, time, energy are limited, but our wants are unlimited. Rupees 500 isn't enough to do everything, so I've forced a choice. This is the heart of scarcity because we can't have it all. We must decide what we value more. If somebody pays you 500 to go watch a movie during the weekend or order food, what will you do?
Watch a movie.
If somebody pays you 500 to order food during the weekend or go watch a movie, what will you do?
I'll order food.
If I pay you 500 to go out and watch a movie or order food, what will you do?
I'll watch a movie.
If somebody pays you 500 to order food or go out to watch a movie during the weekend, what will you do?
I'll order food.
Now, here's where the real economics comes in. Every time someone chose one option, they gave up the other. And that other option is never free. It is the opportunity cost. Opportunity cost means the value of the next best alternative that we sacrifice when we make a choice. So if someone picked going to the movies, then what they gave up was ordering food online. That is their opportunity cost. Now, you might have noticed everyone had the same rupees 500, but they didn't make the same choice. That's because of consumer preferences. Economics isn't only about prices and money, it's also about what people value most, and that can be completely different from one person to another. For one person, spending on food gives the greatest satisfaction because taste and enjoyment matter to them. For another, the same rupees 500 might feel better spent on a movie experience because they value memories and fun more than a meal. These preferences are shaped by individual priorities, lifestyle, and even culture. And the important thing is that there is no single right answer. Economics doesn't judge the choice, it just explains why people choose differently. So, even with identical budgets, choices or don't always look identical. Earlier, each person chose one option with rupees 500 and gave up the other. That sacrifice, the option they didn't pick, was the opportunity cost. But now I am giving them rupees 1000 to do the other task that they had rejected. And this changes everything. Suddenly, the benefit of the second option becomes greater than the cost they had to pay earlier, even greater than the benefit of the first choice. This is how economics explain decision making. When the perceived benefit of an alternative rises above its cost, people are willing to switch. What looked less attractive at 500 now makes perfect sense at 1000. So, by increasing the payoff, the opportunity cost shifts, and so do people's choices. If somebody pays you 1000 to stay at home during the weekend or go watch a movie, what will you do?
Stay at home.
Now, if somebody pays you rupees 1000 to go out and eat instead of ordering food at home, what will you do?
I would go out and eat.
Now, if somebody pays you 1000 to go out and eat instead of ordering food, what will you do?
I'll go out and eat.
Now, if I pay you 1000 to stay at home instead of going out, what will you do?
I'll stay at home.
So, with this simple rupees 500 experiment, we have seen how economics works in our daily lives. Thank you.